Hello, everyone. This is the welcome talk for Northcourt, Sherfield, Benyon, and St. Patrick's Halls and offsite housing. Just before we start, I would like to ask you all to complete a check-in form, which I have posted in the Q&A section of the chat. There's a link you need to click. Even if you're watching as a flat, please make sure you complete the check-in form individually. Otherwise, you will be asked to attend another one of these talks. And after today, there will be an in-person ones. We would be playing a presentation in a minute to talk about some of the rules and regulations we have in halls. And after that, I'll be joined by colleagues from University of Reading and UPP to answer any questions you may have.
Hi, I'm Sue Wallace, the Residential Support and Discipline Manager at the university. I'm here to explain how you can access support whilst you live in halls and how we manage behaviour during your stay. Our team of 5 trained wardens come from a variety of backgrounds, but all have relevant experience of halls living. We have our own office, which is located over in St George's Hall, and this is staffed 7 days a week. You can contact the team by email or one of the pins. The details can all be found on the posters in your kitchen, as well as the university's essential website. If you're not sure, just call the Halls hotline. Let me introduce the team to you. We have Amir, Faith, Carrie, Danny, and Lewis. And of course, there's myself as team manager. At our university, and indeed in the halls, we believe that fostering an atmosphere conducive to academic success requires a balance between freedom and responsibility. Our wardens play a crucial part in maintaining this delicate equilibrium. The team are not only enforcers of the rules within halls, but they also act as a point of contact for you, offering guidance, advice and assistance on a variety of areas, including any academic challenges, personal matters, your accommodation, as well as in-the-moment support. So please feel free to approach them and have a chat about your concerns. The wardens can also help you connect with other university services, such as student welfare, counselling and wellbeing, and DAS, that's the Disability Advisory Service. We know for many of you this will be your first experience of communal living, and we want you to have a great experience. But at the same time, we know this may not be the case for everyone, and turmoil can happen for many reasons and at any time. The wardens are there to help with issues of unrest within the halls, homesickness, mental health concerns, and general well-being. I would like to reiterate that we stand firm in our zero tolerance policy for any behaviour that is never okay, including racism and discrimination. I know it can be difficult, but if you feel you are not being treated with dignity and respect, please consider telling your warden about your experience or using report and support. You may find talking about sex and consent difficult, but it is so important that we all build a shared understanding of what consent is, how to respect boundaries, and how to positively intervene in a situation. Consent is agreeing by choice and having the freedom and capacity to choose. We would urge you to participate in the Consent Matters training on our Essentials site. Remember, no topic is out of bounds for the wardens. Discipline forms the backbone of any successful institution, and our wardens are instrumental in upholding it. They oversee the compliance to university policies and procedures and hall rules, promoting an environment that encourages mutual respect, integrity, and responsible behaviour. By setting clear expectations and offering guidance, they help create a harmonious community in which we want everyone to thrive. They address any breaches of conduct promptly and fairly, ensuring that you are all aware of your responsibilities whilst living in halls and the consequences if those rules are not followed. Wardens will investigate any breaches or allegations with impartiality and as swiftly as the process allows, in conjunction with the university student disciplinary procedure. Sanctions can include warnings, monetary fines, or escalation to the Student Disciplinary Committee. All details can be found on Essentials, but we will send you information through our monthly newsletters, which will include links to the Student Code of Conduct and Student Residency Agreement, 2 documents you have all signed up to adhere by. Wardens work very closely with our security colleagues to help maintain a safe and secure living environment. Security will call out the duty warden during the night time if they feel their presence is required. A duty warden is available 365 days of the year. A team I haven't mentioned yet is the Hall Mentors. So who are they? The university employ and train 21 PhD students to assist the wardens in their pastoral support duties. They also live in halls themselves and are assigned to specific halls, which means they get to know the uniqueness of each residency. As students, they can holistically support you from knowledge concerning academic engagement to navigating campus resources, providing mentoring and understanding to the challenges students face today. They are also committed to organising various hall events to enhance the sense of belonging, building a vibrant community spirit and helping you connect with other students. This year, the weekly recreational and social events occur every Saturday between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. The upcoming events will be in our newsletter and on Essentials, so do keep an eye open for the first email and step out of your comfort zone and come along. As part of our inclusivity, we will not serve alcohol at these events. It is worth noting that the fines I mentioned earlier fund the events put on by the Hall Mentors. Before I go, I wanted to explain about the quieter lifestyle halls. You will know you're in one as either you have requested this or the accommodation partners have told you about it. Quieter halls doesn't mean silent, as I'm sure you can appreciate. Noise is an inherent aspect of communal living. However, if there is persistent noise or it becomes a nuisance, then please do speak to one of the wardens or a hall mentor. So that's it from me. I want to wish you every success at university, and my hope is that you will make positive, unforgettable memories during your year in halls.
Hall Mentors are postgraduate students who live in Hall and help support the wardens. You can find your Hall warden on the poster in your kitchen. Alternatively, contact the Hall's hotline for their details. Welcome to the community. Reading is a friendly community and a great place to socialise. But remember, there are many non-students living in the streets around campus and halls. It's important to be considerate and respectful to these neighbours and be aware of the noise you are making when you are socialising, especially late at night. Complaints from neighbours can lead to disciplinary sanctions. Please also remember that you cannot bring cars to university unless you have approved special circumstances. The university has a street support team. These street wardens work at night around the streets off campus. You will recognise them by their uniforms and high-vis. The street wardens can provide advice if you need help late at night. They're very friendly, so do say hi if you need their help.
One of the first things you should do at Reading is register with a local doctor. You'll be spending the majority of the next few years in Reading, so it's important that you have a local doctor available to you. There are 3 practices in close proximity to the university. For more information on choosing, please see www.nhs.uk. Getting into good habits in your university life will help you settle and make the most of your time here. Things like eating well, good sleeping habits, and getting exercise can set you up for success. Our Life Tools series of events can help you get into these good habits and set you up for a great start to life at university. Meningitis is a serious illness with potentially fatal consequences. Make sure you're in the know about meningitis and the signs to watch out for. More information can be found in the Hall's A to Z handbook. If you have any concerns, please call 101 or visit your GP.
To follow now is a short video from the Mayor of London. Male violence against women and girls starts with words. If you see it happening, have a word with yourself, then your mates.
I've not eaten anything all day, bruv. You know what? I can do with this too, Oi, Lee, it's Jacob Lee's favourite.
Text me when you get home, okay? I will.
I'm paying. Come on. How much? Gee, proper kid, bruv. Sweetheart, you alright? You alright, yeah? She ain't listening, man. Want a crisp? Go on, have a crisp. Go on, have a crisp. Bit the moody one, isn't she? A little bit rude, to be honest. God, geez, am I really that bad?
My taxi's nearly here.
Taxi?
Oi, Jacob, you're not gonna say anything? Just leave me alone, man. Bro, look at her.
Whoa, where are you going in such a hurry? All I've done is be nice. Nice, that's it. I'm trying to be nice, all right? And all I'm getting is this.
What are you doing? You need to say something. This isn't a joke anymore.
All right? What is it? What is your problem? You've not said one word, no?
Come on, bro.
You're not so pretty with that face on, you know? I just don't understand.
What are you doing? That's enough.
Male violence against women and girls can start with words,
Only joking, bruv.
but it doesn't stop there.
Let's go.
If you see it happening, have a word with yourself, then your mates.
Hi folks, my name is Justin. I'm the General Manager for Park Group, which incorporates Childs, Mackinder, Stenton and Windsor Halls. I work for a company called UPP, which is in partnership with the University of Reading to look after the Hall's accommodation on the university's behalf. Our number one aim is to provide a clean, well-maintained and safe environment for you all to live in and for our staff to work in. Our housekeeping, maintenance, front of house and management teams all work together to help us achieve this. We're a friendly and approachable bunch, so please do say hello and speak to us if you're ever unsure of anything. We were recently asked for our 3 top tips for residents moving into halls, and this is what we came up with. Firstly, read your Hall's A to Z handbook. I appreciate this might be a bit of a stretch, so perhaps don't read it from cover to cover, but familiarise yourself from where you can find it online and on the Home at Halls app. I suggest you flick through the content so you have an idea of all the areas it covers, so if you're ever in doubt in the future, you can use it for reference. It will help ensure you are following the Hall rules and keeping yourself and others safe. Secondly, take time out to hold an informal meeting with your flat or household. Be realistic and honest with each other and decide how you all want to live for the next year. Agree arrangements around kitchen tidiness, dishwashing, noise levels, etc. I promise you laying some ground rules now may help avoid unnecessary conflict down the line. And finally, if you're not sure, please ask. If you're uncertain, then there's bound to be others who are uncertain also. So please just stop and ask us. All of our team are in UPP uniform, which is navy blue with the UPP logo on it. You'll find us around site, but also in our reception underneath Windsor Hall. We also answer your queries via the Home at Halls app and through our 24 hours a day Halls hotline. So, if you have a worry, concern or problem, please don't sit in silence. Just come and ask us. That's me done, so thanks very much for your time. On behalf of all the UPP team, welcome to Reading. We look forward to seeing you around the site, and please don't forget to say hello.
Bike security. Cycle theft is a problem in many locations throughout the UK, and Reading is no different. Here's just a few tips just for you, your bike, and arriving now at university. Ensure your bike is insured, hopefully before you arrive at university, but if you haven't already, organise it now. Register your bike on the national database. Remember, you cannot store your bicycle in your accommodation. Use the designated bike racks or sheds on campus, as they'll be more public and may be covered by CCTV. Always secure your bike with 2 quality bike locks. For added security, consider purchasing an Amobi Bike RFID bicycle security tag. And I have to remind you that bicycles are always stored at owner's own risk.
Living in halls is a great experience to meet new people and enjoy a shared community, but to make sure everyone enjoys their living space, it's important to understand your responsibilities. Cleaners will visit weekly, but for them to be able to complete their jobs effectively, you all have a duty to ensure the space is kept tidy and accessible. This includes keeping surfaces clear, emptying the bins regularly, and cleaning up after cooking between each visit. It's important to work together with your flatmates, so please refer to the yellow kitchen poster for more information.
The next short video we'll be showing is covering fire safety in halls.
Let's be honest, fire safety isn't going to be at the top of your to-do list when you're starting uni.
But it is important, so stick with us for a few minutes while we show you how to stop fires from happening in your accommodation and what to do if one does start.
So you can avoid situations like this. Once you've started cooking, don't get distracted, especially if you're grilling or frying something.
Always stay with whatever you're cooking to keep an eye on it. And while we're in the kitchen, try to keep your oven trays clean, as grease and fat are highly flammable. All it takes is a quick wipe down when you're done cooking and you're sorted.
Make sure you use the correct charger for your device, ideally the one that it came with. And if you're an international student, please make sure that your chargers work with the power supply in the UK. Using the wrong charger can overload the supply and cause it to overheat.
Also, avoid overloading plug sockets and extension leads. This could create a power surge and cause a fire. Only plug in the number of plugs it was built for.
Fairy lights are a great way to decorate your room, but please make sure they're battery and LED based. Unlike mains powered ones, these don't heat up no matter how long they're on for.
Smoking indoors is banned. That goes for both cigarettes and vapes. Head to the designated smoking area.
Now this bit's really important. So fire doors have this symbol on them and they're designed to stop the spread of fires, but they only work if you keep the door closed, so please don't wedge them open.
Don't mess about with the smoke detectors, fire alarms, and firefighting equipment. Keeping these in good shape means they're ready to save your life if there's a fire.
If you hear this noise, then it means you have to leave the building. Don't presume that it's a test.
Walk, don't run, and head to
your fire assembly point.
Check with your accommodation so you know where to go.
This stuff might not be exciting, but it is important. If you don't take the right actions, then fires can start and spread very quickly. Plus, you don't want to be known as the one that caused that fire.
So remember to follow the advice mentioned here, and you can keep your time at uni flame-free.
We will now hear from your campus security team.
Hello, my name is Dilip Ayman and I'm the Security Services Manager. I'm part of a team of around 60 security officers who are trained, licensed and working around the clock to keep you safe while you're here with us at the University of Reading. You can recognise us by the distinctive red, white and black livery on the vehicles we drive and the uniform we wear. If you need to, you can contact us in a number of ways. You can visit the control room here at White Knight's house. It's open 24 hours a day. Alternatively, you can telephone us on either of these two numbers. Please save them to your phone as a speed dial in case you ever feel vulnerable, threatened or need us. Hopefully you never will, and you can delete them after you leave us. Or you can stop us when we are walking or driving on patrol. If you're living in student accommodation, you will have dedicated members of our team here to look after you. So go and say hello to them. They are your go-to people if ever you have a security concern or feel threatened or vulnerable in any way. We are here to keep you safe, so please let us know if you need help at any time. It's important that you listen to and follow any instructions you are given. For example, if you're asked to leave a building in the event of a fire alarm activation, if you're asked for your student identification to make sure we know who you are and that only people who should be here are here. Listening to instructions is especially important if there is a serious, life-threatening incident. Whilst it's unlikely to happen during your time here, we do have a security response in place just in case to help keep you safe. What you need to do, please, is download the Call My app on your mobile. If it is ever activated and doesn't say it's a test, then you need to listen to what you're being told and follow the instructions given. From all of us in the security team, welcome to the University of Reading. Remember, we are here to look after you and keep you safe. And you can come to us if ever you need help. Thank you.
You can download the Call My app by scanning the QR code on screen. You can see a QR code for each popular operating system, so please scan the code that is relevant to your phone. Don't forget, you have an important role to play in keeping our campus and halls safe. Remain vigilant. If someone tailgates you into a building, which is when you use your card to access a building and someone follows you in without scanning their own card, do consider if it feels right. If something doesn't feel right, reach out to your campus security team.
I'm really pleased to now introduce our Home Halls team.
The Home Halls programme provides social events, activities, initiatives and competitions completely free to all students living in halls, with community, wellbeing and sustainability in mind. We run a series of events from craft nights, relaxation and wellbeing sessions and themed food nights. We also run cultural events to celebrate different religious holidays, and we also provide support to students through community pantries, free sanitary products in communal toilets and financial webinars. A highlight from last year was running the Halls Awards. It was a great event where staff and students came together to celebrate students' time in halls. There was live music, there was food, games and the award ceremony at the end.
Any student living in halls or residence can get involved. If you have friends visiting, they can come along too. We post our events on the Home at Halls app where you can find out more information and sign up. You can also tell us what events you want to see for our surveys and social media channels with lots of chances to win prizes. Attending Home at Halls events enables you to meet new people within your halls, leading to new friendships. You can also learn a new skill at an event and ultimately have fun for free.
following is a brief introduction to your Reading Student Union.
Welcome to the University of Reading. We are Reading Students' Union, or the SU. Think of us as your central hub on White Knights campus, a place for support, entertainment, involvement, and making your voice heard. Crucially, we are independent from the university and student-led, focused entirely on your interests and opportunities. We offer a wide range of services to enhance your university experience. Our advice and support services provide free, confidential help with everything from academics to housing. We are also the home of sports, societies, and volunteering, with over 150 groups waiting for you to join. Be sure to check out our Freshers Fairs from Tuesday 23rd to Thursday 25th during Welcome Week to find out more. We champion the student voice and campaigns, ensuring your opinions are heard at every level of the university. And finally, we're all about student-focused events, bars, and our nightclub, 360. From welcome parties to quizzes, our bars and coffee shops offer great places to relax, and our nightclub is perfect for a fantastic night out. We're here to help you make amazing memories. Each year, the student body elects 5 students like you to lead the Students' Union. They take a year out of their studies to work full-time paid leadership jobs right here at the SU. Their main role is to make sure your voices are heard at the highest levels of the university. These are your full-time officers for the coming year: Ella, Tiam, Endelin, Martina, and Sarah. This year, their key priorities include improving student housing. They'll be working to make sure you have safe, affordable, and quality places to live. Boosting career prospects. They want to create stronger connections with alumni to help you with your future careers. Enhancing clubs and societies. Making sure all our clubs and societies are accessible and diverse, offering something for everyone. Creating inclusive events. Developing more events and experiences on campus that are welcoming to everyone, from club nights to crafting. They're here to support you. If you have any questions or want to chat, you can find them right in the welcome area of the Students' Union building. Don't hesitate to say hello or drop them a message on Instagram. Find their accounts on screen now.
We will now hear from Corinne Brooks, our International Student Experience Manager here at Reading.
Moving to a new country to study can be unsettling, and it can take some time to get used to living with new people in an unfamiliar environment. Be kind to yourself and appreciate that it might take some time to feel settled in Reading. If you are an international student and have any questions or concerns, please get in touch. I'm happy to help. Come and visit me in the Carrington building or contact me by email. See you soon.
We'll now take a look at our shared commitment to sustainability and how together we can work towards our sustainability goals. Net zero by 2030. Yes, we're serious. And so is the university and the local community, which you are now a key member of. Be part of it by reducing your use, whether that be electricity, water, or disposables. Just by taking the time to report minor maintenance such as dripping taps or running toilets, you can have a huge impact on the amount of water saved. Switch off appliances at the plug when not in use. Turn off your lights when you leave a room. And turn down radiator thermostats when you're not in your room or going away for a few days. Living in house, whether in a meal plan hall or self-catered, provides an opportunity for everyone to play a key role in our sustainability strategy and the shared goals of living in a university community. Recycle, recycle, recycle. And most importantly, get it in the right bin. All of the bin signage is consistent across the university. We want to avoid as much waste as possible going into our general waste bins, the grey ones, and almost all waste going into our 3 key recycling streams: dry mixed, food and glass. We're good at this at Reading, and we get better and better every year, so we need you to maintain the upward trajectory and ensure that our residents of 24-25 make the biggest difference yet.
Now we will talk about how meal plans work and where our on-campus dining venues are located. Meal plans give you access to a wide range of dining venues across both the White Knight and London campuses. It's a smart way to save time, avoid the hassle of cooking and focus on what really matters: your studies, your social life and the university experience. There are more than 6 on-campus dining venues where your meal plan is valid. Many of these operate as all-you-care-to-eat locations, offering a wide variety of dishes, cuisines and portion flexibility. This means you can build your plate just how you like it, with as much or as little as you need. You can purchase your meal plan online via the Clever Cuisine website, or if you prefer to speak to someone in person, just visit the concierge desk, Park Eat dining venue, and a member of our specialist team will be there to help you choose a plan that's right for you. Next, we'll talk about our laundry facilities. At our halls, we have 11 laundry rooms with washers and dryers. You can save more by purchasing a laundry bundle in advance. For more information and to purchase a laundry bundle, download the WashNet app and select your bundle to save.
Okay, we are going to open the Q&A session now. But just before I do that, I would like to remind you all to register your attendance by completing the check-in form at the bottom of the chat, and do that individually, even if you're watching as a flat. Now, to open the Q&A, I'll be joined by my colleague, Catherine. She's a Deputy Residence Director here at UPP. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, everyone.
Would you like to quickly introduce yourself, tell us what you do in the halls?
Yes, well, probably more so about what the teams do that I work alongside do. So I'm operationally responsible for the Redlands and Northcourt groups of hall, which all of you, Sherfield, Benyon, St Patrick's, Northcourt houses and Crichton Court are all part of. So I work with a fantastic team that operate the help desk, which Christina is part of, all the maintenance, housekeeping, front of house, and sort of the accommodation booking side of things and marketing. So we're quite a big team. We know our site really well and our buildings. We've all got different expertises, so we're all here to help.
Thank you. Our first question for you is, how can residents get parcels delivered to halls?
When you guys checked in, you were given a white envelope with your keys and a temporary card inside of it. On the front of that was your detailed postal address. If you just use that for anything, it will get delivered to the reception. We process all of the parcels there. And then when we've processed it, you'll get a QR code via your Home at Halls app. And then you can come and collect that during parcel collection times, which generally speaking are Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30, and then 2 p.m. to 6:30. If you're getting shopping or takeaways or anything like that delivered, then you just need to arrange to meet them. Don't get them delivered to reception because we can't accept the delivery of them there.
Okay, thank you. And can residents get letters delivered directly to them?
Yes, we do accept post as well. Where again, inside that white envelope that we gave you would have been a smaller key, and that will give you access to your post locker, which is located in the Sherfield common room. So the building that houses the reception Also, there's a common room in it. So when you go into the building, you turn sort of right to go to the reception desk. But if you turn left and drop down into the common room, you'll see a bank of postal lockers there, and you can find the one relevant to your building, and your key will open it, and you can sift through that to get your post.
Thank you. And how often do room inspections take place?
So we carry if you're on a 40-week contract, we'll carry them out twice a year, and on a 51-week contract, we'll carry them out 3 times. So carry them out for everybody in the autumn term. So you'll get room inspection sometime between sort of October to December, and then the next spring term ones are we start them in January through to sort of March, April. We will always avoid sort of exam periods or designated quiet periods that the university sort of imposes. So we wouldn't do them during those periods. And then for a 51-week contract, who are with us during the summer, we will visit again at some point over the summer. But these visits will always be scheduled in 7 days in advance. So we're not out to surprise anyone. It's not like a trick or to find anything. We tell you that we're coming to do it, and we give you plenty of notice.
Thank you. And what's the difference between a fire safety and a fire drill?
Sorry, what's the difference between a
fire alarm and a fire drill?
A fire alarm and a fire drill. Well, so fire alarm activation is a real live fire, but there is no real difference, to be honest, from your perspective. It's really only difference from our perspective, in the respect that we'll record a fire drill in a slightly different way. If the fire alarm goes off, and it's not just for a short burst on the sort of designated weekly testing day, then you have to evacuate the building, and you evacuate it exactly the same way, whether it was a fire drill or a fire alarm activation. And
thank you very much.
Yeah, so really from residents' perspective, there's no difference.
Yeah, I think if there's a long fire alarm, you need to leave.
That's the message.
Yes.
Get out, stay out. We'll tell you when to go back in.
Yes. Thank you. And now I have a couple of questions for Faith, who's joining us from the warden team.
Hello.
Hi, Faith. Would you like to quickly introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Yeah, I'm Faith. I'm one of the wardens. So essentially, we are under student services. We take care of welfare and discipline. So if you're struggling in halls, need a bit of guidance and support, you contact us or the student welfare team. And if you're in a bit of trouble, we'll be handling certain situations within the student discipline department as well.
Thank you. Our question for you is, what are the rules around guests in halls?
So with guests, you're only allowed 1 overnight guest at a time, and they must be over 18. And they're not allowed to stay longer than around 3 days. Can I confirm that's right, Husina?
I think 2 nights.
2 nights
2
now?
nights,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, 2 nights. And you need to have them registered in through the halls team over at your reception area.
Yes, and this is another thing we do for fire safety. We need to know who's in the building at all times.
Yes.
And are residents allowed to park on campus?
So parking is quite limited, and there's only certain exceptions for people to have access to parking permits. So essentially, you're not permitted unless you have specific exceptions. You can find all this information through the A to Z or on the essentials page on the website. But essentially, just keep there's only specific exceptions allowed.
Thank you. And now I have a couple more questions for Catherine.
Far away, Christina.
Our next question for you is, how can residents get access to the bike sheds?
So residents over the Northcourt group, if you come to the reception during opening hours, depending on where you reside, we'll give you either a key or a code to access the closest bike shed to you.
Thank you. And are residents allowed to have fairy lights in their room?
So I think that was covered under the fire safety video. So yeah, I mean, fairy lights are allowed, but we need battery operated ones. You're not allowed plug-in ones. And what was I going to say? Don't be tempted to stick them up with blue tack or anything that's going to damage the walls. and don't use those sort of the roll out sort of ones that you sort of stick up. You take the sticky tape off the back of them and put them onto walls, because what you'll find is that will peel off probably not only the paint, probably a layer of plaster when you go to leave a room, and unfortunately we have to recover the cost for repairing all those damages, so that'll come out of your deposit. So we would err against doing anything like that.
Thank you. These are all the questions we've had tonight. So I think we're going to wrap this up. But if you think of anything else, just call the host hotline. Oh, we just had another question, right? Oh, are posters allowed on the walls?
Yeah, again, posters are allowed. I mean, personally, I would recommend, if you've got you should all have notice board, at least one notice board in your room. Make use of those. If you're going to stick things up on the wall, make sure I would recommend that you either use white tack or those sort of sticky hooks that you can take like three, without selling brands, those three sticky hooks, you can use those. Those are quite good because they generally come off without damaging the walls. So yeah, you can put posters up. We want people to feel at home.
Thank you. We just got a few more questions.
No,
now, when would the heating be turned on?
So we're in the process of doing that now. We don't just have like one big lever for all of our buildings or anything, or even per building in some cases. So the heating season, so to speak, starts on the 1st of October. We don't wait until the 1st of October to start going around and doing them all, because it's actually quite a long process and there's quite a few checks to carry out as we do it. So some of you may have noticed that that process has started already. For those of you who haven't got your heating on, it will be on by the 1st of October. Do have a look at your Home at Halls app under the useful information section. We've created a guide there that's specific to the heating system in your building, in your room, etc. So you'll be able to find out a little bit more about how to operate your radiator and what to expect sort of heating wise and heating times, etc. The heating isn't really in your control unless you wish to turn it off.
Thank you. And is TV allowed in halls?
Is it, sorry, a TV?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can have a TV, you can watch TV on your laptop. I mean, that's what a lot of our residents do now, etc. And just be aware that you do need to have a TV license. So, it's your responsibility to have a look into the requirements for that and ensure that you have one in place if you do need one.
Thank you. We had a few questions about issues with the Home at Halls app and inventories. If you're struggling, call the host hotline. They might be able to help. They can resend you a link. If they can't, they'll give you an email you can contact to get it sorted. The number is 0800 029 1984.
Yeah. And with respect to the inventory, if your inventory has expired because you haven't been able to access the app, please don't worry about that. We'll be able to reschedule your inventory and give you more time for it. So once you're on the app, you've got it sorted, let us know and we'll be able to get that up and running for you. Obviously, there's a limit to how long we'll do that for. Once you've been in occupation for a few weeks, we might be a bit more hesitant.
Oh, and we just had a question about how long does it take to carry out repairs if you've sent an item on the inventory? Can you just explain a bit about our priorities?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, no problem. So, I mean, at this time of year, it's a little bit different than other times of year. So you've all completed inventories. So at the moment, we probably have, I would guesstimate, probably about somewhere between 10 to 15,000 jobs sat on the system coming out of inventories. A lot. Some of them are just comments that we will file and keep note of. Some of them are jobs that need visiting. Some of them are duplications of jobs. So we are going through all of them at the moment and we prioritize them on the basis of sort of whether they affect services that are what we regard as mandatory or, key to your comfort. So I would ask just for patience if you report something to the inventory. If it really is something that's affecting your health, well-being, ability to be able to comfortably reside in your accommodation, please do log a job using the Home at Halls app or phone the help desk, and they will be able to sort of progress that for you or give you a bit further information. But at the moment, we do just ask for a little bit of patience around some of these elements.
Thank you. And if a resident has logged the job, does that give staff permission to enter the room?
That's right, yeah. By logging a job, you're giving permission for us to access the room. Yes. We follow a strict protocol. All of our staff have been trained. We all carry
I've got my ID on me as well. We all carry ID. We all wear uniform. We all follow a strict protocol when we access rooms. So nobody's just going to walk up to your room door and open it. Everyone is going to knock a few times, announce themselves, tell you they're opening the door, and then proceed to open the door. So there's lots of opportunities for you to hear them and see what's coming.
Yes, and unless it's an emergency, we would never come in after 8 p.m. or before 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason we'll access your rooms is because either we've provided notification that we're accessing your room, or you've logged a job. If we need to access your room outside of those limitations, it's for a health and safety concern.
Yes. Okay. I think these are the questions we had. So if you think of something else, just call the host hotline. They're there 24/7. If you don't feel comfortable talking, just send them a tele submission, because they can just message you on there. If you prefer this way of talking to them, again, they're monitored 24/7. So someone will be with you within 10 minutes of you logging in. Have a lovely stay in home. Remember to check in for this talk. So complete the form at the bottom of the Q&A. And I wish you all a good evening.
Take care, guys.